If you've been feeling lately that your legs don't respond the way they used to, that walking feels less stable, or that getting up from a chair takes more effort every day, today I'm going to help you change that. I'm Dr. Gabriel Mena, a physician with more than 25 years of experience helping people regain their mobility, and I want to show you how, even at 90 years old, you can strengthen your legs simply by adding specific foods to your daily routine. What you're about to hear may surprise you and even concern you a little, but it will also give you a clear and practical solution. Most people believe that losing leg strength after age 60 is just an inevitable part of aging, but the truth goes much deeper. Inside your muscles, a silent biochemical decline takes place, a process specialists now refer to as silent muscle collapse. Multiple studies have shown that after the age of 60, your body can produce up to 99% fewer proteins needed to repair and rebuild the muscle tissue in your legs. This explains why everyday activities like climbing stairs, walking longer distances, or standing up start feeling heavier as the years go by. It's not that your legs are failing completely, it's that your muscle fibers are no longer receiving the nutrients they need to stay strong. But here's the good news. Researchers at the University of Tokyo discovered that certain foods, when eaten daily, can reactivate dormant muscle cells, improve circulation in the lower body, and restore strength even in adults over 90. In that study, participants who added these foods to their routine every day improved their balance, walked faster, and increased their endurance in just 8 weeks. This means something crucial. Your age does not determine your strength, what you eat does. The problem is that most men end up eating the exact opposite of what their legs urgently need. That's why today I want to show you 5 science-backed foods that can help rebuild your leg strength, protect your joints, and restore your mobility no matter how old you are. Stay with me until the end, because food number 1 is the most powerful of them all. According to recent studies, it can improve muscle recovery and increase blood flow by more than 99%, even in very elderly adults. If you want to explore the research afterward, you'll find all the scientific references and medical studies linked in the video description. Before we continue, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any upcoming content that could make a meaningful difference in your health and daily life. Now let's begin with food number 5. Just 1 serving of this food can help you regain strength faster than you might imagine. Number 5. Sweet potatoes. Although they're not a protein source, sweet potatoes have been a foundational food for muscle strength among older adults in Okinawa for centuries. Harvard researchers found that people who eat sweet potatoes at least 4 times per week have 60% more type 2 muscle fibers, those responsible for power, compared to those who rarely eat them. Sweet potatoes contain betaine, which the body converts into vitamin A. This vitamin has an extraordinary effect on your muscle cells. It protects the mitochondria, which act as the small power generators inside each cell. It's like applying an antioxidant treatment directly to your muscles' internal engines. A medium sweet potato also provides around 700 milligrams of potassium, a mineral essential for muscle contraction and for preventing those nighttime cramps so common in older adults. And if we talk about purple varieties, especially the Okinawan purple sweet potato, the benefits increase even more. These varieties contain anthocyanins, compounds that researchers at the University of Bern have linked to up to a 23% increase in muscular endurance. How you prepare them is key. Many people peel them, but the skin contains most of the fiber and a compound called chlorogenic acid, which helps regulate blood sugar and prevent spikes that can damage muscle mass. According to Japanese longevity experts, the best method is to steam them whole, with the skin on, for about 25 to 30 minutes until they're tender but not mushy. This preserves the most nutrients and increases beta-carotene bioavailability by up to 300% compared to boiling or microwaving. After cooking, let them cool slightly and pair them with a small amount of healthy fat, like a teaspoon of olive or sesame oil, to help your body absorb the nutrients more efficiently. Timing also matters. Eating sweet potatoes about 2 hours before your daily walk or any leg-focused activity provides long-lasting energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Ideally, aim for 1 medium sweet potato, about the size of your fist, at least 4 days a week. Alternate between orange and purple varieties to maximize benefits. In Okinawa, many people even eat them for breakfast, mashed with a bit of miso paste, which adds probiotics and further improves absorption. The results are remarkable. Older adults in Okinawa who follow this practice maintain quadriceps strength comparable to people 30 years younger. I've seen this firsthand in my practice. Not long ago, I treated Ernesto, a 76-year-old patient who struggled to climb stairs. He added sweet potatoes 4 times a week, and within 2 months he regained strength and stability. He told me he felt confident walking again. But if sweet potatoes are the foundation, the next food works like high-performance fuel for your leg muscles. Number 4. Sardines. These are probably one of the most underrated foods for strengthening your legs. A study from the University of Barcelona followed older adults for 5 years and found that those who ate sardines twice a week lost 78% less muscle mass in their legs compared to those who didn't eat them. Sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, which play a unique role. These compounds integrate into the membrane of every muscle cell in your legs, making them more flexible and more responsive to growth signals. It's like replacing a stiff material with one that is strong, elastic, and resilient. There's more. Sardines are one of the few foods that contain vitamin D, calcium, and protein all in one. A can with bones provides about 305 milligrams of highly absorbable calcium, essential for muscle contraction, and around 200 IU of vitamin D, a nutrient most older adults lack. If your legs feel increasingly unsteady or weak, there's something you may be missing without realizing it: vitamin D. This vitamin is directly linked to leg strength and to a significantly higher risk of falls. Studies show that when vitamin D levels improve, leg strength can increase by up to 40% in just 3 months. This is why sardines are such a powerful option. Their proteins are also exceptional because they contain all essential amino acids in the ideal proportions to build muscle, especially leucine, which acts like an internal switch telling your muscles when to grow. Without enough leucine, muscle simply doesn't respond as effectively. But there's a catch. Many people lose the benefits of sardines because they buy the wrong type or prepare them incorrectly. The best sardines for strengthening your legs are those canned in water or olive oil. Avoid those packed in vegetable oils like soybean oil, as these oils promote inflammation and slow down muscle recovery, the opposite of what your legs need. Origin matters too. Wild sardines, especially those from cold Pacific or Atlantic waters, contain higher levels of omega-3s. These are the fats that truly transform muscle quality. And here's a detail most people overlook. The most effective way to eat sardines for leg strength is to eat them straight from the can, including the soft, edible bones. They contain much of the calcium your muscles and bones rely on. If you're not used to sardines, you can mash them with a fork and add a bit of lemon juice. That simple touch enhances flavor and increases iron absorption up to 4-fold. For a quick option, mix them with leafy greens or serve them on whole grain bread with tomatoes. What matters is consistency. Eat sardines twice a week, with portions of about 3 to 4 ounces, the content of a standard can. And if you want even more benefits, eat them within the first hour after your walk or any activity involving your legs. This is when your muscles absorb protein most efficiently. In Mediterranean coastal towns, home to some of the strongest older adults in the world, it's common to eat sardines almost daily. They often enjoy them at midday with vegetables and olives, and many maintain the strength to climb steep hills well into their 90s. The cumulative effect is impressive. Studies show that just 8 weeks of regular sardine consumption can improve grip strength and increase walking speed in adults over 70. I've seen similar results in my practice. A few months ago, I treated Beatrice, a 73-year-old patient who couldn't walk long distances without fatigue. I recommended sardines twice a week, just as the studies suggest, and in less than 2 months she noticed she was walking with more ease and stability. She told me she was able to enjoy her daily strolls again without fear of stumbling. Now, if sardines rebuild your muscles from the inside, the next food does something equally powerful. It slows down the muscle deterioration associated with aging. Number 3. Black beans. This is one of the most complete foods for maintaining strong legs well into your 90s, and the scientific evidence behind it is striking. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging found that older adults who eat black beans at least 5 times a week have leg muscles that, based on MRI scans, appear 10 to 15 years younger than those of people who rarely eat them. The secret lies in their unique combination of nutrients that work together like a finely tuned orchestra to protect muscle mass. They're rich in plant-based protein, about 15 grams per cup, but what matters most is the quality of that protein. Black beans contain amino acids like arginine and glutamine, which directly support new muscle protein synthesis while reducing inflammation in muscle tissue. This dual effect is incredibly powerful. They help build new muscle while protecting the muscle you already have. But it gets even more interesting. Black beans provide resistant starch, a type of fiber that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut and produces short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate. This compound enters your bloodstream and reaches your leg muscles, activating genes that prevent muscle loss. Japanese scientists found that older adults with higher butyrate levels can have up to 35% more muscle mass in their legs. A cup of black beans also contains about 120 milligrams of magnesium, a mineral essential for helping muscles relax after contracting. Without enough magnesium, the muscles in your legs remain tight, causing weakness, cramps, and that heavy sensation many older adults describe. They also provide folate, about 250 micrograms per cup, which helps form and repair new muscle tissue, and iron, which ensures efficient oxygen delivery to working muscles. However, preparation matters. Many people unintentionally remove nutrients. If you're using canned black beans, rinse them well to reduce sodium by about 40%. If cooking them at home, don't discard the cooking liquid. It contains many beneficial compounds. The ideal method is to soak them overnight in water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. This helps deactivate phytic acid, which blocks mineral absorption. After soaking, drain and cook them in fresh water along with a piece of kombu seaweed to improve digestion. Cook them on low heat for about 90 minutes until they become creamy but still firm. The ideal time to eat them is 4 to 5 hours before going to bed. Most age-related muscle loss happens at night, and the slow-release amino acids in black beans help prevent that breakdown. For the best results, aim for half a cup of cooked black beans at least 5 days a week. And if possible, pair them with a whole grain like rice or quinoa to create a complete protein as powerful as meat for muscle building. In the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, one of the world's blue zones, many older adults eat black beans in almost every meal, often mashed with garlic and cumin, which adds even more anti-inflammatory compounds. The results can be remarkable. Studies show that eating black beans daily can increase leg strength by up to 25% in about 10 weeks. Many people report climbing stairs more easily and walking longer distances without getting tired. And if black beans slow muscle loss, the next food goes even further. It helps reverse muscle aging from its core. Number 2, eggs. This is one of the most valuable foods for maintaining strong, independent legs even at very advanced ages. Recent research has completely transformed what we know about how eggs impact muscle strength in older adults. A study from the University of Illinois found that people who eat whole eggs daily have 57% more muscle protein synthesis in the legs compared to those who eat only egg whites or avoid eggs altogether. This discovery debunked the old belief that egg whites were better for building muscle. Whole eggs contain the highest quality protein in the world, with an almost perfect biological value, meaning your body uses nearly every amino acid they provide. But what truly makes eggs special for strengthening your legs is the yolk. That's where vitamin D, choline, and leucine are found in ideal proportions to activate the mTOR pathway, an internal mechanism that triggers muscle growth, especially after moving or exercising your legs. This activation is up to 3 times stronger than what other protein sources produce. Choline, about 140 milligrams per egg, is essential for muscle contraction because it helps produce acetylcholine, the chemical messenger that tells your muscles when to contract. When choline is low, the brain cannot properly communicate with the leg muscles, causing weakness, instability when walking, and loss of coordination. Eggs also provide vitamin B12, selenium, and phosphorus, nutrients required to generate energy inside your muscle cells. And something I always explain to my patients is that the way you cook a food can either boost or limit its benefits. With eggs, this is exactly the case. Most people cook them in a way that destroys much of their nutritional value. But when you eat them soft-boiled or poached, keeping the yolk soft, the proteins absorb better and the vitamins remain intact, which is essential for restoring leg strength. When you cook eggs until they are very firm, with a completely hard yolk, you destroy many heat-sensitive vitamins and make the protein harder to digest. The ideal method is to place them in water just as it begins to boil and cook them for 6 to 7 minutes. This keeps them tender, creamy, and at maximum nutritional value. If you prefer scrambled eggs, cook them slowly over low heat with a touch of butter or olive oil. Remove them while still slightly creamy to preserve their nutrients and support easy digestion. There is another detail many people don't know. The time you eat your eggs directly affects how much they strengthen your muscles. Eating 2 or 3 whole eggs within the first 30 minutes after your morning walk or any activity involving your legs creates a window in which your muscles are especially receptive to nutrients. This is when progress is greatest. Eating eggs after movement can increase muscle protein synthesis nearly 3 times more than eating them randomly throughout the day. And if you are worried about cholesterol, current large-scale studies show that 1 egg a day not only does no harm but may even support cardiovascular health in older adults. That old myth is long gone. The key is to eat the whole egg, not just the white. The yolk contains the components that help your body manage cholesterol properly. My recommendation is 1 or 2 whole eggs per day, and up to 3 if you are actively working to regain leg strength. Some of my older patients eat them twice a day, soft-boiled in the morning and in a vegetable frittata for dinner. The results speak for themselves. People who eat whole eggs daily maintain leg strength comparable to someone 20 years younger. Research shows improvements in walking speed, balance, and stair-climbing ability in just 6 weeks. And although eggs are exceptional for muscle maintenance, the number 1 food on this list is even more powerful. I am referring to wild salmon. This fish is, without question, the strongest food for keeping legs firm and functional even at advanced ages. The scientific evidence supporting it is so strong that some experts describe it as a kind of youth elixir for the muscles. A major study in older adults found that those who ate wild salmon 3 times a week achieved muscle growth comparable to much younger people, with a significant increase in leg strength in just 16 weeks. The secret of wild salmon is a unique compound called astaxanthin, a natural antioxidant that gives salmon its color and works deep inside your muscle cells. Its role is to protect the mitochondria, the energy centers of your body. This protection reduces age-related muscle deterioration, allowing your legs to stay agile, firm, and resistant. But it's not just the astaxanthin. Wild salmon combines complete proteins, high levels of omega-3s, a special form of vitamin D, and a natural concentration of creatine that directly fuels muscle contractions. The omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA integrate into your muscle cell membranes, making them more responsive to growth signals and more resistant to damage. An important detail is that omega-3 levels in wild salmon can be up to 4 times higher than in farmed salmon. That is why I strongly recommend choosing wild when possible. The vitamin D it provides is a form your body absorbs more easily, the same type your skin produces from sunlight. A single serving covers more than 100% of your daily needs, and combined with protein, it activates muscle stem cells, allowing you to regenerate tissue even at older ages. How you prepare it also matters. Cook it with the skin on, either in a pan or in the oven, over medium-low heat, just long enough to keep it juicy. Avoid overcooking because it destroys some omega-3s and reduces protein digestibility. Season it with lemon, herbs, and a touch of sea salt. The skin contains a large portion of the omega-3s, so eat it if you can. For maximum benefit, eat wild salmon within 2 hours after physical activity. This is when your body uses protein most efficiently and naturally reduces muscle inflammation. The ideal portion is between 4 and 6 ounces, enough to stimulate muscle building without overwhelming digestion. Eating it 3 times per week on separate days helps maintain stable omega-3 levels. In places like Alaska or the northern Pacific coast, Many older adults eat wild salmon almost daily during the season and maintain strength and mobility that even specialists find impressive. Some combine it with eggs for breakfast, creating a truly restorative meal for the legs. The changes this food brings when it becomes part of your routine are extraordinary. You may experience increased muscle mass, improved walking speed, better balance, less inflammation, and even improved cognitive function, which directly affects movement coordination. In just 12 weeks, many people feel their legs come back to life, able to do things they thought were lost forever, like hiking, dancing, or playing on the floor with their grandchildren. I want to share the brief experience of one of my patients, Teresa, age 74. She came to me feeling unstable when walking and afraid of falling. We started with small daily walks and added soft-boiled eggs in the morning and wild salmon 3 times a week. 8 weeks later, she returned to my office with tears in her eyes. She said that for the first time in years, she had climbed the stairs in her home without stopping. That moment reminded me of the incredible power of food when used correctly. The path to strong legs does not depend on miracle products or extreme workouts. It lies in simple choices made in your kitchen. Start with 1 or 2 of these foods, and gradually include them all. Consistency always beats perfection. Your legs have carried you your whole life. Now give them the tools they need to keep supporting you for many more years. If this information helped you understand the incredible power of nutrition, I invite you to subscribe, leave a comment, share this video, and turn on notifications so you can join us every day. On this channel, we upload new videos every morning with clear, science-based information. Before finishing, I invite you to thank God for life, for the health you have today, and for the opportunity to learn how to take better care of yourself. Each day is a gift, and every new piece of knowledge is too. Here on Dr. Gabriel Mena's channel, we are grateful to walk with you toward a stronger, healthier life. Tomorrow you will have a new video that I am sure will help you continue progressing. I look forward to seeing you there.